And now we move to Africa, where another coup is taking place, this time in the Central African nation of Gabon. It's an oil-rich nation of just 2.3 million people, and it has one of the highest per capita GDPs in Africa. The coup began early this morning, reportedly just minutes after the latest election results were announced. President Ali Bongo Ondimba won a third term in office. But Gabon's military leaders were not having it. They say the elections were not transparent, so they put Bongo under house arrest. Gabon's military has declared the end of the current regime. It says all institutions of the republic have been dissolved. Our next report brings you the details.
There's a political upheaval taking place in yet another former French colony. The Central African nation of Gabon is the latest to witness a coup. Earlier today, Gabon's military made this announcement.
Nous, forces de défense et de sécurité.
On this day, August 30th, 2023, we, the Defense and Security Forces, meeting within the Committee for the Transition and Restoration of Institutions, CTRI, on behalf of the Gabonese people and guarantor of the protection of institutions, have decided to defend peace by putting an end to the current regime. The general elections of August 26, 2023, as well as the truncated results, are cancelled. The borders are closed until further notice. All institutions of the Republic are dissolved.
The current regime has ended. All institutions are dissolved. How did the people of Gabon react to this news? Many are celebrating. People have taken to the streets to back the military. They are rejoicing after the ouster of President Ali Bongo Ondimba.
Il est porté à la connaissance.
The national and international community is informed that Mr. Ali Bongo Ondimba is being kept under house arrest. He is surrounded by his family and doctors.
The president and his family are reportedly being held at Gabon's presidential palace. They were put under house arrest by the presidential guard. It sounds like a repeat of the situation in Niger. But Gabon's case is a bit different. Gabon has been ruled by the Bongo family for 55 years. President Ali Bongo succeeded his father Omar Bongo after his death in 2009. Bongo Sr. had ruled for almost 42 years. Gabon was a single-party ruled state till 1990. And every election after that has been fraught with allegations of rigging. The same thing was happening in last week's election. Gabon had gone to polls on Saturday. President Ali Bongo was leading. The opposition claimed that the results were rigged, but Bongo was declared the winner early this morning. That's when the military initiated the coup. Just minutes after Bongo was declared the victor, the military announced the end of the current regime. Soon after, gunfire was reportedly heard in Gabon's capital, Libreville. But no reports of violence have emerged since. The people of Gabon seem to be fine with Bongo's ouster. His family is accused of pilfering the nation over the past few decades. Bongo Sr. built a fortune from Gabon's mineral wealth. The country is rich in oil, uranium, and minerals like manganese. These have been exploited over decades to bring wealth to the country. It has the 5th highest GDP per capita in all of Africa. But about a third of Gabon's people are still below the poverty line, which points to grave income disparities. It explains why Gabon's people are happy with the coup, and why the military made this announcement.
Par les autorités compétentes.
An investigation will be carried out by the competent authorities, and those concerned will answer for their actions. Gabonese people, we are finally on the road to happiness. May God and the hands of our ancestors bless Gabon. Honor and loyalty to the fatherland. Thank you.
This isn't the first coup in Gabon. One was attempted back in 1964. Another as recently as 2019, but neither of them succeeded. The 2019 coup attempt was put down internally, and in 1964, France intervened to keep Gabon's rulers in power. France shares good relations with Gabon's leaders. The Bongo family is accused of stashing a lot of their ill-gotten wealth in France. So the reaction from Paris was on expected lines.
La France condamne le coup d'état militaire.
France condemns the military coup d'état that is taking place in Gabon. France is closely monitoring the development of the situation on the ground and reaffirms its wish for the election results, once known, to be respected. So we are monitoring this closely.
Like in the past, France wants the president of Gabon reinstated. Remember, before he was ousted, Ali Bongo apparently won this election. So it seems Paris is backing him. But things are different today compared to a few decades ago. France is extremely unpopular in its former colonies. The people of coup-hit Niger, Mali and Burkina Faso have made that clear. In all those countries, anti-France sentiment has been on the rise. French diplomats and troops have been asked to leave. And this has granted legitimacy to the military juntas. Gabon too has a permanent contingent of French troops. But, unlike in the past, they haven't swung into action to reinstate the ousted president. Not yet, anyway. The spreading anti-France sentiment in Africa may restrict French action. So, if Bongo wants to get back his presidency, he may have to rely on local support. But considering the reactions to his arrest, that may be an uphill battle.